Hey Ryan, what video am I filming today?
The back to school advice video.
Back to school? Already? That can't be happening.
Yeah, it's only in 2 more weeks.
No way, this cannot be happening. School cannot be starting already. Summer just started. What? No! Alright, now that we got that over with, let's talk about the tips to help you go back to school. First tip I have is to get involved. I would say join a club, an organization, join a band, be a band nerd like me. I was a clarinet player, so there's no shame in being a band geek. I would also join a community service club or anywhere you can call home at school. My second tip is to always be kind. Always say hello and always smile at everyone. And if anyone sits next to you, don't forget to introduce yourself and get to know the person. Going into my third tip, I would also say be social. Don't be scared to talk to new people and meet new people because those people might be able to help you get into new opportunities. Okay, so my fourth tip for school is to research your classes. One mistake that I kind of made was taking a bunch of AP classes that weren't really needed for my college degree. So a lot of my college classes that I took in high school kind of just ended up being electives, in which it was kind of good because that's free college money, but I also really wish I had more elective space when I went to college. So I got to experience more classes and I could realize that I really didn't want to be a business major and wanted to be a film major earlier on. But that's totally fine, and I just want to let you guys know you guys should research your classes. Make sure that the certain college that you want to go to accepts those credits and they're not just going to be elective credits, because that will save you a lot of money and it will also save you a lot of time. The fifth tip I have is to always use your phone for good use. I would say always make sure you write down your homework in your notes and also set reminders, because those reminders on your iPhones, like, they do not leave you alone. Like, you will say you completed it 100 times and it still shows up on my phone or your phone. Like, literally, I will say I completed my homework 100 times, it's still popping up reminding me to do my homework. So I would say use the reminder on your phone because it literally works so well. My sixth tip is no matter what in high school and in college, make sure you always say yes to new opportunities because you never know what those opportunities can lead to. Okay, so I don't know if it's just me, but I will like sometimes think I'm coming out of school at 2 o'clock today, and then 2 o'clock comes and then someone's like, hey, do you want to hang out? Or hey, can you help me with my homework? Or hey, let's go practice our band instruments. And then you're there till like 5, 6 o'clock and you're starving, and it's just not a good thing. So I would always say make sure you pack snacks, and even like put snacks in your car if you have a car, or just in your backpack, just emergency snacks, or maybe an emergency like $2 bill so you can go to the vending machine. But being hungry and being at school doesn't mix well, so always make sure you pack snacks. My eighth tip, which is like super important, is to always make sure you schedule out your day. So make sure you only schedule like 2 to 4 hours for homework, and then make sure you don't go over what you schedule, because you want to make sure you don't stress yourself out. Even though school is super important, your mental health is also just as important, and you want to make sure you don't stress yourself out over school, because school will always be there, but your happiness is more important. So make sure you're scheduling time for yourself, your family. Make sure you schedule time to eat because eating is very important. If you like to go to the gym and stuff like that, make sure you schedule time for that, and make sure you schedule time for homework whenever you want, in the morning, afternoon, or at night. But just make sure you only do as much as you can. Make sure you schedule like an extra time in your schedule that's kind of like your safety net, like you have to go to if you don't finish all your homework, but it's also like your extra free time. My ninth tip, I would say always to be you no matter what in high school or in college. Always be yourself. Don't be afraid to show off yourself or whatever you like and whatever you preach, be yourself. My 10th tip is to always be happy. No matter what you get on a grade, especially in high school, I know a lot of people were like super big on grades, but honestly, as long as you pass with a good GPA and you get into a school that you want to, that's all that really matters, because grades are just grades and they're not gonna like determine life or death situations, and you're gonna still get into school you want to get into because they're gonna like you for you and not for one bad test grade. So I would just say make sure you don't stress yourself out over the little things, because even if you do fail a test, I'm sure if you talk to the teacher very nicely and you show your teacher how hardworking you are, the teacher will be able to work with you. But if you just stress yourself out and more about it, you might not have the same opportunities as the people who just stay happy and not stress out. My last tip is make sure you do not skip class, because if you start skipping class, you will just skip class to the end of the year, because after one day of skipping class, you're like, I didn't miss that much, it's okay. skip class again. You're gonna be like, it's okay, I missed those past 2 days. I'm gonna skip this day to make up the homework that I missed for that last day, and then you're gonna skip the next day, and then it's just gonna keep going down, and you're just gonna miss all the days of class, and then it's your final exam, and you're like, what was on that test? Okay, so now it's time for the giveaway. I bought 2 backpacks and a bunch of school supplies, and I want to give them away to people who need them because I know it's super stressful. Like, buying cute backpacks and buying school supplies can be super expensive, and it's the worst time ever because no one wants to think about going back to school. So I'm giving away that stuff to you guys, and the way for you guys to enter is to make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Comment down below what you're most excited about to go back to school, or like what you're not excited about. I guess is kind of cool too, because it's a good and bad thing. I'm really excited to go back to school, by the way. And then on August 12th, I'm gonna be announcing it, and don't forget, you guys also have to follow my Instagram and share a photo on Instagram with the hashtag #AMJBTS, because that stands for Andrea M. Jara Back to School. Yay! Alright guys, so don't forget to be you and be happy, and I wish you guys the most ultimate, greatest, hugest, arm length, loving, good luck back to school, because I know you guys are gonna do amazing. And always tweet at me. Like, tweet at me how your first day of school is gonna go. My first day back is August 21st. I'm extremely excited. I'm gonna be a junior in college. Like, what? That means I'm gonna be a grand big. I'm gonna be a junior in college. I have so much. Like, this is scary. So let me know how your first day of school goes, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to be you and be happy. I love you guys. Bye! Let me know when you're ready. Wait, I have a smiley face on. I would say join a club. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. My fourth tip, what the heck? My fourth tip.